Right now, officials are talking about the Kansas City earnings tax. Emergency response times, trash fees, sales tax could all be raised if Kansas City votes out the earnings tax. Community leaders want to make sure that you hit the polls on April 5th. 41 Action News reporter Sarah Blake is live downtown to tell us about the impact if this tax goes away.
Well, Cynthia, it's a 1% tax that's been in place for 50 years. Folks who live here in Kansas City, Missouri pay it. Even people who don't live here but work here pay it. And it's up for debate in the Missouri legislature, the e-tax is. And there's opposition, especially out of St. Louis, to do away with it. And that's something that Kansas City community leaders say will severely cut off vital programs that we rely on. So we're talking, laying off police officers, laying off firefighters. Because the e-tax generates $230 million a year, the city would have to make drastic cuts. Leaders say we could see property and sales taxes go up. Retirees do not pay the e-tax, but without it, they would be forced to face other tax burdens. 911 calls would be answered slower with fewer resources, and wait times would go up. The opposition, coming from billionaire Rex Sinkfield in St. Louis, suggests the city, here, us, can find money elsewhere to fill that hole. Pat McInerney, the former president of the Board of Police Commissioners, says, show him where.
This is potentially, this is 40% of the general fund. So we're talking about a public safety impact that looks like 800 police officers over 10 years, looks like 550 firefighters over 10 years. It would literally blow an insurmountable hole in public safety in Kansas City.
And Kansas City voted yes to the e-tax back in 2011. Now, if the e-tax goes away this time around, we can no longer vote on it, and that was passed in the Missouri legislature, that measure there. So folks here that are inside in this press conference are urging people to go out to the polls April 5th to vote yes or no on the e-tax. In Kansas City, Missouri, Sarah Blake, 41 Action News.